we just felt we should go and see what it felt like to be in a society where a third of the population had been confined to partial house arrest and everyone else was allowed to go about their daily business. And it was eerie. The streets were relatively quiet. But the thing that struck me most was how sort of normal people seemed to feel it was. There wasn't a great deal of introspection. As you saw from some of those interviews there wasn't a lot of sympathy for the part of society that wasn't unvaccinated. There was a lot of frustration. And perhaps the weirdest thing, as you pointed out, is that they didn't even seem to think it would work anyway. The kind of practical basis for confining only unvaccinated people sort of falls apart when you begin to investigate it. For example, those people who are not vaccinated are still allowed to go to work in this Austrian regime as long as they have daily tests. So you get the weird situation where cafes and restaurants and hotels are staffed in many cases by unvaccinated people, serving vaccinated people. But those same unvaccinated people who have been tested are not allowed to return to the same venues as customers. So they're sort of confined to a serving class. All of these weird side effects of these increasingly desperate policies in terms of the cohesion of society, in terms of other things than COVID, don't seem to be factored in. And now we saw, as you say, this morning's development, which is that Austria, after just 5 days of a lockdown for only the unvaccinated, has now upgraded it to lockdown for everyone. So the proof is in the pudding. It didn't work anyway.